Hello fellow crocheters, welcome to my video. So today I'm going to be sharing a couple of Granny Square patterns for anyone that is wanting some Granny Squares. I have tried every single one of these that I'm going to be sharing today, so I will definitely be inputting my opinion on how they were and whatnot. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started in that video. So as always, I do have all of my patterns and stuff written in my notebook, my handy dandy notebook. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with the first one. The first one is a Rose Granny Square, and it is by Winding Road Crochet. So this is the square that I made. It is super cute. It is 3D, which is even better. And honestly, I didn't really follow the gouge. Is that what it's called? To see whether or not it was the proper size, but I feel like this little tiny square is really cute. It was actually very easy to follow and fun, and I mean you can make any color you want, so there's that one. The second one is a cat, literally Granny Square cat, okay, and it is by SureGal27, and that is on Instagram. This is what I mean by a literal Granny Square cat. It is so cute. You could make it into any cat you want, obviously. And honestly, this pattern was super easy to follow. It looked very complicated when I would look at it, and I was like a little intimidated, not gonna lie. But I decided to give it a try, and it is super cute. Like, I want to make a million of these. The third one is a Heart Granny Square, and it is by Golden Lucy Crafts. So I know this is like pretty basic, but I thought it was really unique because it's, I don't know, it's something that you don't really see very often, or maybe you do see it often now. I don't know, because it's like a little coquette kind of style. But I think it's super unique because the heart is like an actual heart, and you don't see like the holes like in other hearts, you know. But I really like this one. I thought it was unique enough for me to share. So the fourth one is a Strawberry Granny Square, and it is by Rafa Musa Designs. So this is the next one here. It is super cute, and I mean, I kind of did really dark colors, but I feel like if you do lighter colors, it will look so much better. But this pattern was pretty easy to follow as well. It's majority of these actually have video instructions as well, along with like the little graph designs if you know how to read those. But this one is pretty easy, and I think it's super cute for like a bag, especially like a little strawberry theme bag, because I feel like strawberry theme is very popular in general. So I think this is really cute. So this fifth one is a Succulent Granny Square. I know, it's pretty unique here. And it is by Sorella. So I totally trust Sorella's patterns. They're always very well written, and the instructions are very clear. So this one right here is the one that I did, or the one that actually she shares. So it was pretty easy, not gonna lie. Like I said, Sorella's patterns are very easy to follow, so I definitely recommend always following their patterns. But this one was really easy to follow, and it turned out really cute. I was, thinking like, oh my god, this is gonna be so hard, but it was pretty easy. I liked it. I really liked it. Okay, so this next one, I've seen it floating around, but I've always wanted to try it because it's so cute. It is a Paw Granny Square. It is by Yarn and Hooks. So this is how it looks like. It's a tiny little paw here. It's so cute for any dog or even cat lovers, and you can make them into actual little toe beans, like little light pink. I decided to do this color just because I thought it was really cute, and it's pretty easy. There is quite a bit of sewing for this one, but other than that, it's not a problem. So this next one is a Flowers Granny Square, I guess you could kind of call it, and it is by Andrea Arts. This is on YouTube. So keep in mind, this YouTube tutorial, it is in a different language. It's in Portuguese, but you can always set some subtitles, so that can help. Or unless you're a super visual person, you could totally follow what they're doing. You could definitely do that as well. So this is what I mean by flowers, I guess you can call it, Granny Square. It's super cute. It's like, it's not your typical Granny Square because it goes on the side little. It's a little off-centered, which is pretty awesome. And I think this will look really, really cute as like a bag or even a cardigan. I don't know. It's super unique. I actually really liked it. The colors are also really good that I chose, surprisingly. But it was pretty easy to follow as well. I mean, it's a basic Granny Square, but it's pretty easy to follow. All right, so number 8, I'm actually pretty excited to share with you guys because I think it's one of the cutest ones, and it is a Minions Granny Square. So this is by Repeat Crafter Me. This is how it looks like. Isn't it so cute? Oh my gosh. It's the cutest thing ever, and honestly, it is so easy to make. She gives you all the instructions on how to do it, and there is some sewing involved, obviously, but it is so cute. I love it. I can totally see this as a bag. Like, can you imagine like making all kinds of different minions? Like, that would be so cute. I love this one so much. So number 9 is a star Granny Square, and it is by Little Bird Knits. So this is how it looks like. It is it's very different from, you know, any other star Granny Squares. The only thing, it was a little difficult on some parts. Maybe it's because, well, when I did this, I did a challenge last year, or tried to do a challenge of doing one Granny Square a week for the entire year. Obviously that didn't happen because there was just going to be way too many Granny Squares, and I had it all planned out. Not gonna lie, I had it all planned out, but I didn't follow it because, you know, I just didn't want to. But this is one of the ones that I made, and I did struggle a little bit on some parts. Maybe now if I tried it again, I wouldn't struggle as much because I feel like I've improved. I don't know. But it's really cute, and it's like, you know, 3D dimensional kind of. I think it's really unique, and it's just super cute. So number 10 is also really fun, and it's a Mickey Granny Square, and it is by Bag O Day on YouTube, and this is how it looks like. It is super cute. Also, it's so easy. It's obviously a video tutorial, but it is one of the easiest ones that you can make because it's all circles. So it's a little kind of 3-dimensional with the ears and the buttons. I think it's really cute for all Disney lovers, especially if you're, you know, maybe going to Disneyland or Disney World and you want to make yourself like a bag or one of those little like crossbody bags. Oh, I think this would be pretty cute, and you can make them in different colors too. So, okay, so this next one is a 4-leaf clover Granny Square, and it is by Petals to Picots, and this is how it looks like. It's a really tiny square, just like the first one that I showed, and it's actually also 3D dimensional. So it's really fun. It's very, I guess, very specific to like St. Patrick's Day, or to like maybe someone that really believes in the 4-leaf clover luck. But I think it's really unique because, I mean, where do you see these very often, you know? It would make a really cute hat. I think it would make a super cute bucket hat, just because of how tiny and just so cute, you know? Also, it would be perfect for St. Patty's Day because you could just wear it and just be like, ha, I got my green. So I really like this one. So number 12, I wasn't going to share it, but I like it so much that I want to share it. So this one I would say is more for, I guess, intermediate, advanced kind of crocheters. I don't know. So this is an Eggs Sunny Side Up Granny Square, and it is by Sweet Nothings. And this is how it looks like. It is the cutest thing ever. This is the reason why I wanted to share it so badly, because it's so unique. Like, look at that. I got the bacon, I got the egg, it's on a little plate. It's super cute. But the only thing is, when I crocheted this, I struggled. Okay, I'm telling you, I struggled following this pattern. And when I was making up my list, I reread that pattern and I still don't really understand it. So this pattern is not written like a typical pattern where it tells you row 1, row 2. This one, she basically just typed everything that she did. And she also shared how she turned it into a square using a different pattern. So you're basically going to be following 2 different patterns for this one. And it turned out really cute. I did have to guess on a lot of this. I don't know, it's just the way it's written that makes it really confusing to me, at least. But maybe someone else that's far more advanced will totally understand what this person is saying. If you would like a little challenge, definitely check this link out because it's super cute. It's so unique and different, honestly. Okay, so number 13 is also a really fun one, and it is a Gummy Granny Square, and it is by Lulu's Little Shop. It's also on YouTube, so it's completely visual. It is so easy. So this is how it looks like. I chose this color because I thought it looked really good on the white, but obviously you can use any other color. And it is like, you know, 3D dimensional. It's like it's a gummy. It's a gummy bear. It is the cutest thing ever. I would totally be down to making like a bunch of these, maybe for like a challenge, and making it like how many can I crochet in a day, or like in 12 hours or something. I think that would be really, really fun for this. It's super cute. I really like this one. Okay, so this next one is an Easter basket granny square, and it is by Marching North. So this is what it is. It is a huge granny square. Look at that. It's almost as big as my face. I mean, it's as big as my face. It's just my forehead, you can see. But it is so cute. Look at that. It's 3D, of course. It does involve sewing, so just letting you know, it does involve sewing, but it's totally worth it. It's super cute. I really, really, really like this one. It's very unique for Easter, I think. So this next one is a soccer ball granny square, and it is by Dee Dee Hines. So this is how it looks like. It's very easy. I think it's one of the most, I guess, simple, unique granny square that I'm sharing, but I think it's super cute. I felt like sharing this one just because it is completely different from your typical girly, you know, weird granny squares. It's more of a traditional kind, and I think it's good for anyone that loves soccer, you know? Maybe you want to make your dad something with us, so maybe like a blanket. I really like this one, actually. It's really cool. So number 16 is a spiral granny square, and this is by Happy Berry Crochet, which is on YouTube. So this one, when I first saw it, I was like, I really want to make it, but I was also a little intimidated because it looked very complicated with the way it was. So this is how it is. It's a spiral. It's a literal spiral. But you guys, that video, it explains it so well. I made this so quickly. It was so easy to follow. It was so easy to make. So definitely don't feel intimidated because it's spiral. But it is so fun. And you could make it into like so many wacky colors, and I just really like the way this one came out. I would totally be down to make some more, but I wouldn't know what to turn them into. I don't know, like maybe a sweater. I don't know. It's really fun though. All right, so number 17 is going to be a Cupcake granny square, and this is by Thor's by Cottage. So I would say this is pretty good for like birthdays, or maybe for like a baker. I think it's super cute. Look at that. It's so fun. And it's a little 3D kind of, you know. I think it's really cute. It would make a really, really good, like, I would say a bag. I want to make everything into a bag, but I mean, a lot of these squares will make really good bags. You can make it into any color, The pattern was actually pretty easy to follow as well. It gives you all the instructions that you need. I believe, I'm not sure if this one has a video or not, but it's really easy to follow either way. This next one, it doesn't have a pattern, okay? But I really wanted to share it because I feel it's easy enough if you were to follow a different pattern. So this is an Earth Granny Square, and the person that shared this is Ella Bella. And like I said, it has no pattern, but I used it as inspiration to make it. So this is what it looks like. Or maybe like this. Maybe like that. I don't know. But this is how I made it. And basically, you can just follow any like circle granny square pattern, which you can easily find anywhere on Pinterest or even here on YouTube. And all you have to do is just change the blue with the green. So you're basically going in a circle and just changing it in between the colors and just make it into like, you know, random kind of earthy designs. And that's how it looks like. I thought it looked really good. The one from the inspiration picture, it looks really, really good. So I tried to follow it as much as I could on how theirs came out, but this is how mine came out. I think it's really unique. Okay, so this next one, I also wasn't going to share because it's not a free pattern. It's actually a bought pattern, but I thought it was unique enough to share because I haven't seen it anywhere else. And it is a donut granny square, and it is by Aguirre. I think it's Aguirre Patterns, and it's on Etsy. So this is how it looks like. I love this. I was trying to find a pattern that was similar to this, like on Pinterest, and I just could not find one. Okay, there were some that were pretty, not necessarily similar, but it wasn't as unique as this one, I would say. It was just a basic circle, which I thought wasn't really as unique. But this one gives you all the frosting, gives you the donut and the sprinkles, also the little hole there. I think it's very fun and unique, and I was actually gonna make this into a bag but I didn't. But I think it's really, really fun and unique. I think the person that has it as a pattern has it as like a blanket, and I think that would be really fun as a blanket. Okay, so this next one, it's unique, but it's also like very simple, and it is a diamond granny square. So this is by Craig's Crochet, and it's on YouTube, so you could watch it all visually. And this is how it looks like. So like I said, it's very like simple because it's a typical kind of granny square in a way, but it's a diamond. So no matter which way you turn it, it'll always look like a diamond. I wanted to share this because I feel like it's very unique, and I just love the shape of it, you know. So I thought it was really fun. It was obviously very easy to follow because I feel like all YouTube tutorials are super easy to follow, and it's super fun. So you can imagine all the color variations for this. Oh my god, that'd be so fun. So those were the 20 unique granny squares that I felt everyone should try. I just really wanted to share this. I did have a couple that I left out because I didn't think they were as unique as these. But I really, really hope you guys enjoyed this video. All of the patterns for these granny squares will be linked in my description if you do want to check them out. I definitely recommend them because they're so fun, I'm telling you guys. But anyways, so I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe down below so you won't miss out on any of my future videos. And with that, I hope to see you lovely crocheters in my next video. Bye!